Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ogonna if you're seeing my face for the first time, and if you're not, welcome back. Okay, so today's video is supposed to be a fun one. We're in the month of love, and this is a date night get ready with me. So I'm going to be doing my makeup, but while I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to be talking about first like random things since I've been hearing with respect to, Valentine's Day coming and things like that. And then at the end, I'm going to just try out like some outfits just to give you expo or just so that you can pick which one you think looks the nicest. So that's about that. Because I want to be talking about it in the video, I'm not going to be mentioning the products that I'm using, but I will try to put their names on the screen, or if I do that, I'll put a list of everything I'm using in the description box. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to talk about like the origin. I know that lots of people may not necessarily know like where Valentine began from, all those things. Lots of people just think that it's a day for love, but it's like, how did it start? Some people don't know that. If you know, let me know in the comment section before I say it. But okay, so I know that there are like lots of speculations, right? With respect to like how it started and things like that. But me in my head, I know the one that I've always known. So that's the one I'm going to tell you guys. If that's not the one that you know, or if that's not the one that you believe in, oopsie doopsie. I would say argue with your keyboard, but why not like that? Okay, so back to what I was saying. Okay, so the story that I know with respect to, I'll just let this dry before I go on. Okay, so the story that I know when it comes to Valentine's Day is that there used to be the scent. Obviously, he wasn't a saint at the time, but a man named Valentine, and he was a priest. And during the period when he was a priest, the king, I don't know if he was like an emperor or something, was like, or a leader or a ruler, something like that. And he had sort of like had this decree where he had said that he did not want warriors to be married just because he felt like single men, unmarried men, made better warriors because they had nothing to think about. They weren't reasoning anything that they had. Like, there was nothing that they had to lose to large extent. It's not like, how people be like, I beg you, I have a family. I can't, like, be doing some types of things. So he felt like single men made better warriors. So he sort of like made a decree that single people shouldn't get married. Or rather, that warriors shouldn't get married. So that was it really. But then this priest, Valentine, Father Valentine, would put that other aside and still go on to celebrate marriages or celebrate the sacrament of marriage for warriors or for soldiers anymore. And then the king found out and he was killed. So that's it. So sort of like, because what he was celebrating had to do with love, that's how the whole thing started, because he was killed on the 14th of February. I don't remember the year, but yeah. That's the story that I know. If you know a different story, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's the story that I know. And I'm moving on to concealer. Yes, I have a mirror right here, just in case you see me looking down. But anyway, I'm also using the camera as a mirror because I can see myself. But yeah, I have a mirror here as well, just in case. Okay, so that's it really. So that's how that day became a day to celebrate love, because he was like, his marriages he was celebrating, obviously. So yeah, that's how like the whole thing got into the mix. Whoever's watching, so whether you're like in a relationship or if you're single, like, do you feel the pressure that people feel when Valentine's Day is coming? It's a case of everywhere you turn to, vendors are creating gifts for couples, and it's just literally everywhere. That's the point. So do you feel pressure if you're not in a relationship? What would you normally do on Valentine's Day? You know how a lot of people are just like, I beg, I'll sit there in my house, so not when I'll go outside. Now this is not the same. It's love, love, love. Or how there are like videos of people who are already like saying this is what I'm going to do on Valentine's Day, and they're literally just like showing us videos of how they're going to be haters. Okay, so still talking about pressure, like, I already asked, like, if you're single, like, do you feel the pressure to, like, maybe be in a relationship during this period? Or is it just a case of, I beg, nothing concerns me, the day will come and go, and everybody will be fine? So what's usually your vibe? Or is it a case of, oh, me, I'm in a relationship, so nothing is my business. I'll just do what I need to do, have fun, and that's it. Okay, so still on pressure, do you think that there is a serious pressure that comes during that period to actually do something? Because there are people who would normally still have a good time and hang out with their partners during like a regular period. So it's like you guys maybe have date nights and things like that. But it's like during this period, like is there the pressure to actually go out of your way to do more? Or is it a case of this person already knows I care about them, so I really don't need to do too much? Like what's really your vibe? Like what do you think about that? What's your vibe? Hmm. Well, I feel like it's a mix because then again it's like it seems like a great day to mark love and what love stands to represent. But then there's also the fact that it should not be the only way to gauge if someone loves or cares about you. At least that's what I think. But then because it's a day where people mark those sorts of things, I feel it is a good idea to make it feel special. I know sometimes people may not necessarily want to be outside because outside can get pretty crowded, if we're being honest. But if you're not like the person who's used to a crowd, PS, blend, blend, blend. That's the way forward when it comes to makeup. Blend, blend, blend. Right, so as I was saying, people may not necessarily, maybe a different kind of person, maybe another type of person who likes to get mixed up in the crowd, and this period is always very busy outside, if I'm being honest. So if you're that type of person, you can always still do something indoor or something private and low key. So I think that regardless, if you want to celebrate it, or if you want to mark it, there are different ways to go about it. It doesn't have to be one size fits all when it comes to these sort of things. You also consider the type of person you are and the type of person you're with, and then decide what you're doing. That's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I'm just airing my thoughts. I decided to do my brows and a couple of other things offline because it's just harder to talk with them. Anyway, back to, I'm not sure where I stopped with respect to what I've seen before, but back to that. In recent times, I also know that the whole issue of it's a day to celebrate love. Should it just be romantic love or like love between couples? Or can people also celebrate self love during that day? So the whole issue of people get themselves gifts, should people take themselves out and things like that are usually issues that would come up during this period. For some people, it's like there are other days to do, like there are other days to celebrate self love. Why are you picking this day? But I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, anybody can celebrate themselves any day. So, from the history, one second. Even though from the history that we already spoke about earlier, it's like this thing started because of like a priest celebrating marriage between couples and stuff. But it's like, regardless, can other people sort of like celebrate? So it's like there are other dates. So should people actually now choose this day to celebrate self love? They can't just do it another day. Those are all things that I would talk about. What do you guys think? Do you think that if someone decides that they want to celebrate themselves on that day, they're doing too much? Do you think they're doing too much? But the case of it's not that serious. Like it's not that big of a deal if someone decides to. Hmm. Well, it's not that big of a deal if someone decides to celebrate themselves on Valentine's Day. Have you ever bought a gift for yourself on Valentine's Day, or do you always just buy for other people or wait to receive from other people? Let me know. Have you ever bought a gift for yourself? I mean, I would buy gifts for myself on other times of the year, but I've never bought myself a Valentine's gift. I bought like other types of gifts for myself on other days, but just not on Valentine's Day. But I know that there are people who buy themselves stuff on Valentine's Day just because. It's like just because. So this is the final look. I really like it. And now these are the options of outfits. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. So pick your fave. Bye.